Have you ever felt like you're giving your all in a relationship, yet she still seems distant? Have you ever found yourself wondering why she doesn't miss you the way you miss her? If you've been in this situation, it's time to shift your mindset. You don't need to chase her or beg for her attention. Instead, you need to understand how attraction truly works. This video will teach you how to make any woman miss you so much that she can't help but think about you constantly, even if she wasn't interested at first. And the secret? It's all about understanding psychology and harnessing the power of Stoicism. 1. The power of emotional absence. When a person is always available, their presence can become predictable, even taken for granted. But when you create a sense of emotional distance, it can make someone appreciate your presence more. Absence allows emotions to build, creating an anticipation that makes reunions more meaningful. Just as a favorite song becomes more special when you haven't heard it in a while, emotional space can heighten longing. By stepping back, you give the other person the opportunity to experience what life is like without your constant presence. If they value you, they will begin to miss the moments you shared, the conversations, and even the small gestures that once seemed insignificant. This isn't about playing games. It's about allowing a natural emotional response to develop. This sense of distance should not be forced. It should feel like a natural ebb and flow. The key is to maintain self-respect and understand that emotional space builds connection when balanced properly. 2. The unpredictability factor. People are drawn to excitement and mystery. If your behavior becomes too predictable, the other person may feel a lack of stimulation. Unpredictability in a positive way can make you more intriguing. Instead of always responding immediately to messages or initiating conversations, mix things up. Give the person something to wonder about. It's human nature to crave what feels just out of reach. When you become less predictable, the other person's mind begins to engage more deeply. They start thinking about what you're doing, why you haven't reached out, and what's occupying your time. This creates a sense of longing because their mind is now actively engaged with your presence, even in your absence. Keep your life full, have independent interests, and embrace spontaneity. By doing so, you'll cultivate an aura of intrigue, which naturally makes someone miss you. 3. Evoking nostalgia. People are emotionally tied to memories, especially those that made them feel happy and connected. If you can create powerful, meaningful moments with someone, those memories will become deeply ingrained in their mind. Over time, these memories will trigger longing whenever they think about you. You can reinforce this by casually bringing up shared experiences, reminding them of special moments in subtle ways. Even a simple mention of a song, a joke, or a specific place can spark nostalgia. Nostalgia creates an emotional bridge between the past and the present, making them yearn for the warmth of those experiences again. However, it's important not to overdo this. The goal is to make them remember the best aspects of your connection naturally. If the memories are strong enough, they will come back on their own, and when they do, they'll feel the pull of missing you more intensely. 4. Fostering a unique connection. What sets you apart from others? People miss those who make them feel special in ways no one else does. If you've built a connection based on deep conversations, shared interests, or a particular way of interacting that is unique to you, they will notice the absence of those qualities when you're not around. To establish a deep connection, focus on being genuinely present when you're together. Listen attentively, share meaningful thoughts, and create experiences that they won't easily find elsewhere. This doesn't mean being perfect, but rather being authentic and emotionally engaging in a way that leaves a lasting impact. When you cultivate something unique, your absence will be felt more intensely because it can't be easily replaced. This is why people miss those who made them feel a certain way, loved, appreciated, understood. Once they recognize that the depth of your connection is rare, they will long for it even more. 5. Living an engaging life. People are naturally attracted to those who lead interesting, fulfilling lives. If you dedicate time to self-improvement, hobbies, and passions, you become more desirable. When someone sees that you have a rich, full life, they will feel compelled to be part of it. This works in two ways. First, it makes you less available, which creates an element of scarcity. Second, it makes you more magnetic because an engaging life is inherently attractive. If someone sees you thriving, they will want to reconnect and share in your experiences. Instead of making someone miss you through absence alone, make them miss you by being someone they truly enjoy being around. Your energy, ambition, and enthusiasm will leave a lasting impression that naturally makes them long for your presence when you're not there. 6. The subtle art of withdrawal. One of the most powerful psychological triggers of longing is withdrawal. This doesn't mean disappearing without reason, but rather subtly stepping back in a way that makes the other person feel the shift. When you slightly reduce your level of engagement, whether it's texting less, taking longer to respond, or being less available, they will begin to notice your absence. Humans tend to value what they feel they might lose. When someone perceives that you're not as invested as before, they may begin to reflect on why they enjoyed your company in the first place. This often leads to them reaching out to re-establish the connection. However, this should be done with balance. If you pull away too much, they might assume you've moved on completely. But if you subtly adjust the level of attention you give, it creates just enough curiosity and longing to make them want to close the distance themselves. At the core of making someone miss you is understanding human nature. Absence alone isn't enough. You must create emotional significance in their life. By being unique, engaging, and slightly unpredictable, you naturally build an emotional imprint that lingers even when you're not around. The key is to be authentic, not manipulative. If your presence is truly valuable, your absence will naturally be felt. The best way to make someone miss you is not to chase them, but to live in a way that makes them realize your worth without needing to say a word. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more insights into human psychology and relationships. See you in the next video.